Hello, welcome to my channel. Let's start these misadventures with mixed media. I have been cleaning off my desk, and when I wasn't sure what to do with something, I've stuck it in this box. So I'm going to work out of this box and see what I can make. Just using, well, not just using what's in that box, but mostly using what's in that box, because I don't want to put myself into a box, you know. I got a little bit of magazine. That is finished ephemera. All right, there's a scrap. There's a few little bits in here. So let's see. Well, I could potentially add like a little bird to the berries there. Hey, he's a little too little. Let's see what we have in that's have all these circles from before. All right, and there's more. These are just a few of the many things that have just landed in this box. We've got some Monopoly money. Actually, I'm saving that to send out. I need to find 8 of each one. If I have 8 of each one, I'll be good to go. For the how do you do challenges. We did one a few months ago. If you do the hashtag how do you do, we probably need to add something to it to make it more specific. But it's basically, you know, several of us get the same stuff, the same items to work with, and you know, make different things. Some of us have YouTube channels, some of us just have Instagram accounts, so if you don't see, you can, you know, be able to see what people made, even if you don't see the progress for the process for everyone. All right, this was also in there. Probably came from my gram. She's always given me unopened index cards. She's like me. She just can't help herself. She's got to buy them, right? I know I have a lot of scraps in here, so it is a good time to use up some of these scraps. And I'm just going to try to be as random as I can, while still trying to coordinate a little bit of what I'm doing. So, you know, there's that. But, I mean, this could be cute down here. And we've got a little bit of book page, which could, once again, the glue just... Alright, this is not a good glue book because it's got glossy pages. As in a good glue pages book for gluing things down, because the pages are glossy, so the glue doesn't dry very quickly. But you know, it was a book block that I'm probably not going to use for much else. I was trying to use it for that, but my double and how he undid me. I kind of want to save that. Humorous story. I just want the title. My double and how he undid me. It could be a fun title on a journal card or tag or whatever someday. I don't know. I don't know why I have to do it, but I do. It's humorous and could end up in a glue book even. Alright, set that over to the side, and then on this side we have just a little bit of the story. What's the story? Will it fit here? It will fit there, and that is nice that it will fit there, because something was going to have to fit there, because I don't really want the lines of the postcard showing in the end. Just going to collage over the... I don't like the lines. I'd rather save the back to be written on with no lines than have the lines, because then the lines are going to be sideways, possibly, and if I do, you know, if I'm doing it this direction, and I won't like that. So, you know, there's that idiosyncrasy of mine. I don't know if that's the right word or not. Somebody will tell me. Somebody always tells me. If I say, or they don't always. Sometimes people are like, yeah, she said that word wrong again. She just, whatever, we'll let her be this time. And sometimes I say a word wrong and I am thusly informed. Let's see. This is a little bit... Well, that'll cover another one nicely. Let's just start another one. You can do that. you can have more than one on the go with, you know, when you're like collaging on things and you're trying to be random. You can totally. Now, if I were Gail, I would move all these things out of my way. Well, I'm not Gail, but I'm still gonna move all these things out of my way. This came off one of my art journal pages. Just kind of came right off. All right, that'll be something somewhere. Over here is like really uneven over there. I think it's the word I'm trying to say. We'll just put that there, maybe. Don't need it quite that tall. About that tallish. And I'm not inking that one. Why? Because I've already started gluing it. So I don't feel like inking it. The other one I inked because it was paper, I guess. I suppose that's why I inked it. Oh, this is going to be one of those plays where I end up with glue all over my fingers. Yep, definitely. For sure. I don't mind a little bit of that on that side. A little decorativeness on both sides is always nice. Now this is a postcard size one that I broke up earlier. Break it up, break it up. I just need to have that be. Did I save enough? I think I did. All right. So I hope everybody is doing well. I've had about half of the people so far send me an email who have won one of the postcards. So if you have not watched that video yet, you might want to make sure you go and watch it. If you commented on any of the videos during the hashtag July postcard play, which was hosted by Carrie the Crafter, aka Carrie Griffiths. It was so much fun. And so many people got involved, and I love it. All right, I'm gonna let that dry, and then I'll deal with the. My word, it looked really crooked. I can't. If it's too crooked, that's better. It must be better because it looks straight on that side. It'll look better once I cut it. Okay, we're just going with that. It will hopefully. I already have book page on this, but. She is nice. She is nice. I keep saying that. Oh, we have this paper that I never. I got in the last How Do You Do, and did I use it? No, because I didn't. So I'm just gonna glue some down here for this card, and I want that nice little ratty edge happening there. It's really cool. I don't know why I had too much stuff. I don't think was the problem. Oh, so the next How Do You Do, the videos will be coming out in October 1st. So I have all month of September to work on that, and I'll be in another collaboration with creating with Jovi, and my video for that will be coming out on September 13th. So I've got these things all in my calendar so I don't forget about them. That I gotta make these videos because I'm collaborating with other people. Just gotta remember dates. And then I think in November I'll be doing another How Do You Do, but that will be with a digital. And I think that Cheryl is still looking for people. Cheryl is the bucket, the whole bucket. So if you are interested in creating some whatever using the same digital that we're all using, and you have and you share your stuff, whether video or on Instagram, then you want to go contact her. I'm pretty sure she's on Instagram, so I think DMing her on Instagram is the best way, and just put How Do You Do in, say Darcy sent me How Do You Do in the subject, so she knows, you know, that it's safe-ish. Like, you know, if you're a creep, don't be doing that just to show rude things, making her think it's safe. I don't want any creeps watching me. If you're a creep, just unsubscribe now. I know Mariah's, she's not jealous, but she's like, doesn't understand why I get all the people friending me and sending me messages. I'm like, it's because you're like PM Artist Studio name, and so that, you know, you're like more of a company on Instagram. Well, I'm a person. So I get all these hidden requests that I just block and delete and never look at because I'm too afraid to look. If you know, you know. Let's see. Oh, we have a daisy that's all colored in. Oh, it'll show better on that. This was in some Happy Mail. It may end up going back up in the box with the other Happy Mail though. I mean, this is a rose from a magazine, a rose by any other name, which would also look pretty on here. Easier to use. If we use this is from a magazine as well. You can use magazine images in your junk journal because, I mean, it's post-consumer products, you know, things that would have ended up in the trash. And magazines are kind of I mean, they're periodicals, but some people, they read them and throw them out, which kind of makes them ephemera in their own right. They're pretty much intended as one use, although sometimes they end up in the dentist office or whatever, which is all fine and good in the neighborhood. But yeah, don't be afraid to use. I'm gonna cut this strip here because I'm not exactly sure what that spot is. Pretty sure it's nothing too disgusting or gross, but really, who knows? All right, let's try this one over here because it's got some orange in it. This one has a little bit of pink in it. I don't think this is gonna go on that one. I'm just thinking out loud here. All right, what else do we have? We have this, which is like blue and teal, and this has got some dark blue in it. We've got a leaf, which is very green, although we could, that's a little too busy. And also we have this, which is just nice and plain, and would have to end up being cut off a little bit, but I mean, I don't hate that. That's just one of my sketchy, it's sketchy and scary, but it's simple. It's not scary, but you know, if you're in a sketchy neighborhood, that's what that means, right? Oh, and I found my little glue. I had bought a 4-ounce glue because I couldn't find my 2-ounce glue. But I happened to see it when I was like, looked down in my box of stamps, because I got the stamps out yesterday to put one on something, and there was my glue in the box of stamps, and I was like, oh, well, that's why I couldn't find it, because I had put that box away on the shelf, not noticing that there was a glue stick in it. Welcome to my house. That's what it's like here. I'm trying so hard to be better and do better, but there's only so much my brain will let me accomplish and do. All right, I think I do need to pull that down a little bit because I would like for the whole leaf to be at the top, but I don't mind cutting off the bottom. Okay, well, that's nice. That's the thing about glue, is if you rip it, you can just glue it down and it'll be fine. Everything's fine. Fine. Everything's fine. We'll cut off these on the edge because I was focusing on the top so much, did not see the bottom. Now, kind of wish I had added some gesso and stamping and whatnot before I did that, but that's okay that I didn't. And the lines are showing through there, which is kind of cool, really. But you know, I'm just gonna consider that done, and I can't really turn it into a tag because then I am gonna lose. I might be able to round my corners. Yep, tiny bit of a rounding is good. Yep, and since I have these are round, I like to round it. So there we go. Journal card. Could add something to it. Oh, we've got Carrie's skip, the seed from which laughter grows. Oh, like if you skipping. Haha. Let's see. I need to find a little girl or boy who's skipping. The cup, a seed of joy in your hands, and water it with love. Nurture. To cup a seed of joy in your hands and water it with love. Okay, that's nice. But yeah. Yeah, let's do this one. Think. I think color wise this works on here too. So these did this printable that Carrie, the crafter created is in the PM Artist Studio shop. PMArtiststudio.com. And there's like it's all one digital, but he's got it with the tan background and no background, so just white. So and in another font as well. So you could like print it on a paper that has a background if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now that I just inked it, I think I want it a little bit smaller. I'm just gonna try to be straight here. Nothing wrong with crooked or not straight, I just kind of want it straight. Just like my papers to be straight-ish. Every time I do that, I'm like, I don't want to offend anyone who's not straight. I don't know why that goes through my head. Talk about paper. That don't really matter. Nothing really matters. The wise pause before they speak. Well, I don't. So I might not be wise. Alright, so we got one done. One is the loneliest number that you ever see. Ooh, we do have another one of these, and it's blue. Should we put that one on here? Oh, it's a little big for that. Alright, let's see if there's one of these, like a collage one. I know I have a bunch of collage ones. I got my pile of backs here. Nope, not that. Ooh, that has a little bit of blue down here. I need a quote or something up there. I don't suppose my quotes are in. Oh man, sticking stuff and making it stick. Ooh. There's this little scrap piece that just came into my line of sight, which would bring a little strip of blue. Can hardly hurt me now. That's not the words even a bit. Nope, 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 nope. I want the bigger piece. Oh, this is a piece that was from the How Do You Do. Oh, I don't like it with that blue. Alright, I don't hate this though. And he pops with that colorful background, but I wanted to put a quote up there is what I said, right? I can always put a quote later. The only problem is the quote might need to go underneath a little bit of the this piece here. So I am going to not glue those very top. These ones I'm not gluing. I can glue them later after I find my quote, so that if I want the quote under there a little bit, it can. Okay. What do we think about this? Just kind of fold it back over and glue it down. Yep, yep, yep. Alright, so that's partially done. It's not completely done. That's okay. We don't have to completely done things. This, I don't remember how I got that. I don't remember. I was dyeing paper one day. I was doing something and that was on top of something else, I think is what happened, maybe. So it only got on that little bit. So I think it's on watercolor paper. It is kind of cool. And it's 5.5 inches tall. And I think I'll leave that. Move that back over there. Move this over to the side. I'm starting to feel like Gail here is too much, too much, too much. That's too wide unless I put it this way. No, I don't want to put that there. You know, probably just used all of these. I probably just used them all. Probably. Ooh, we have stickers from my aunt. I need to use those at some point. Got a bird. Bird. Come in there. Oh, another bird. These birds all need like wider things. Then we got this little piece here from when I did the marbling paper and the little chickies. Chickies. I don't like the ovalness of it though, so I'm just gonna do that and use that somewhere. Not even on what I'm doing right now. I just squirrel. see. Do we like that? So that was like a flower that I cut out from some painty paper. I don't think it quite, I don't know. It kind of works. Now I'll just glue it down. It's a little, what did I, what, this was on, whatever the paper was that I had painty paper, it was thick. I don't know exactly what, almost like it was the cover of something. So definitely using art glitter glue for that. And I kind of like how it just kind of comes around there. And this blue is similar to that blue over there, which also kind of makes me happy. And I think, let's see, got a little strip of this writing here, which has, I don't really want that flower, but there's that tiny bit of blue there, because why not? So, we don't. I'll just use this part, and it'll just kind of be like that, maybe. Do we want to cover any of that up? I don't. Or the other option might be this subliminal heat tape, which I don't use for heat. I use it to make it so it looks like old tape because it's yellow. That idea came from Gail Augustinelli, who might have got the idea from somebody else, but I, you know, she's all nice and does this idea came from, and I always forget what she said, who it came from. So we're just gonna pretend like it's the tape holding that down there. Oh, I thought that tape had something on it, and then whoops, maybe another one just like that. Do we need a third one now? Because Patricia has ruined us, and now we need 3 of everything. I don't really. It's just, it does feel unbalanced. I'm gonna put a third one, but in another direction. Just gonna put it a little pop of yellow here and there and everywhere. Yeah, the yellow might have been a mistake, but it might be fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I really wish I could find one of these that made a deeper cut, because that's not quite, I'd like it more than that. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll just come and try to do the same off each side and hope for the best. Just seems like double work though. I mean, I know I could use the credit card trick, but that doesn't always work either. Do we want to ink it? Well, we're doing it now, whether we want to or not. And okay, apparently I come by it honestly, this not being able to find something if it's upside down. I know that felt random, but it's because I had to find that, which reminded me of my dad couldn't find his like AirPod kind of things, EarPod, whatever, in his bag, and apparently it was upside down, and the back side of it is like white, and the inside of the bag was white, and so he couldn't find it. And I'm like, yeah, that happens to me too. All right, I need a little bit of script. Mix medium with text. Text. Let's just grab out this here. I know it's an actual quote, but it's like, oh, you can't hardly read it kind of a deal. So I'm going to repeat the coffee. Make sure it's upside right at least. And whoops. And use it like a script stamp, even though you can actually see what some of the words are saying. And it's all, you know, it comes out like blurry. It's not a big fan of how it does that. It's, I don't know. I wish that it was at least, I don't mind grungy, but if it looks like it's printing off, I don't like that so much. But anyway, just added that little bit. All right, so we've got, what, a tag and a journal card, and almost a journal card. Got this cute little owl here. What can we put him on? Oh, and somebody had asked what I was going to do with these pieces that I did a few weeks ago when I was testing the inks on different papers. I doodled on a lot of them, is what I did. And so now they can even become Put that back and you can find it again next time, she says. Even though I have to reach way over there. I'm just going to be like Gail and put things away. Ah, my shoulder is hurting. Alright, what else is in here? Ooh, he's cute. This little dog. He's from a magazine. I don't know. Just randomly want to use a dog. I don't know. Because he was cute. My magazine images get mixed up with my journal images often, and that's okay. Alright, we got a little piece of gel plate print here, which could go on, where's the index cards? Which could go on an index card. Put that back in the drawer to get it out of the way. This tape stinks, just let you know that right now. And I'm just going to, I tend to do these up and down. I guess, you know, portrait mode. And I think that might be because when they go on a page, they're most likely going to go in a pocket, and my pockets aren't always that wide. You know what I'm saying? Alright. So if I don't have any thoughts in my head, I think I usually have music in my head. Apparently. Otherwise, I might be saying my thoughts out loud. Would have to cut that down quite a bit. Do I have one that's smaller? Smaller. I want smaller. What's this one? Like, because I was thinking if I could. Ooh, you know what I'm actually thinking? All right, I'll be right. I'm gonna pause for a second. All right, so I cut off just one side. So when I put this on here, it will be, you know, part of it will be on that painty background and part of it's on, isn't that cool? I just came up with that idea. This is on watercolor paper. I was just like, I wanted more of the painty background to show. So, you know, a lot of ideas come from just stubbornness because I want to do what I want to do. So I'm going to figure out how to do it. I don't think that needs to, we're just getting glue everywhere too, because why not? Just want to make sure. Alright, I needed to make sure these leaves are all on that, you know, when I cut the card, that they're all going to be there. Alright, and then, through the magic of TV, there it is, all cut out. And I even rounded the corners and didn't make you come back and look. I was going to say I might not ink the edges, but I don't know, that's kind of a lot of white over there. Probably shouldn't ink the edges because it's a bright color, but I could just ink it with a darker. I could ink it with like teal or this dark plum color. That might be fun, which I might do when I put it in a journal, wherever it ends up. So there's that. This is the kind of stuff that comes up when I just do stuff randomly. Right, we have a check. Oh, put the cover on your glue. Put the cover. Darcy put the cover on. Darcy put the cover on. Darcy put the cover on your glue. I don't think I did. That's supposed to be Polly put the kettle on, but I don't think that was quite right. I mean, I haven't really heard that song since my oldest was really little, so. And also, I don't have a good ear. Okay, here's a quote. All you need is the plan, the roadmap, and the courage to press on to your destination. Earl Nightingale. I don't think that works on this so much. I think I would rather have something with a map. For, you know, I think I might have. Alright, I found this, which is kind of busy, so I want to kind of break it up. So I'm going to put some of this map on here, I think. That's what I'm going to do, but I think I'm going to do it kind of more like that. And I'm going to ink, and I got a car because I'm just going literal with this one, because why not? So, it's okay to sometimes go literal on stuff. I don't know where my cover is, so we're sticking it in the owl. Whew. Guys ever hear that joke? Or seen that reel? Where we think there's an owl, somebody in this room is an owl spy. And someone says, who? Must be you. I think I'm feeling silly again. I may be right, I may be crazy, and it just might be a lunatic you're looking for. I mean, I don't think I have to worry about the, 5-second rule or whatever with the music, because I don't think that any search engine is going to find the correct notes for that particular song when I do that. So yeah, should I do, alright, and I think I do want the brown. Can you see? Yeah, the brown. I tested it out. I don't use my cars enough. I need to use my cars more better. Doesn't matter, just put it down. We are pressing with, what does Tim say? Purpose. Pressing with purpose. Trying to make sure we get over this, because, you know, when there's paper that's different, that's where you gotta be. Oh, good. Well, it did pretty good. Okay, good. Little ghost cars over on the side there. And, okay, so these quotes, here it is. I got at Dollar Tree in they were the 2020 calendars, I think, because I think I got them at the end of 2019. And I got 2 because I was like, oh, look at all these quotes that I have, and I don't have to use any ink from my printer to get them. So, and then I just tend to just tear them down smaller, take off their pretty little stuff. And because I didn't do it on my inkjet, it is like actual, whatchamacallit, I can ink them if I want to. Ink if you want to, ink around the world. If we're gonna ink, I'm just gonna take this acrylic block that's kind of dirty. And walnut stain might be a little bit on the dark side, so ground espresso. I'm looking for vintage photo, might be fine. Or I could have done tea dye, but you know, just gonna sprinkle that on there. Sprinkle it, I'm gonna smush it on there and then add a little bit of water and just ink it up. Ink it up. And then, you know, either put it to the side to dry or wah it. I might wah it. Wah, that's just ink done. That is in the glossary of terms on the BM Artist Studio website, because that's how Patricia refers to the heat gun. If you know, you know. Am I plugged in though? If I am, don't tell Nathan. I'm not. I did unplug it when I was gone. I mean, Nathan prefers I unplug it every time I'm done using it, which, you know, totally safest thing to do is to unplug it every time, because it does not take much to turn it on. It just has to hit something, you know, gravity just has to happen and it'll turn on. It gets toasty. So now, just put that right around, you know, might put it down here. What can I put up here? Some washi tape maybe? Let's find some washi tape. Considering how much washi tape a lot of us have, I would say washi tape is definitely an underutilized supply. So, you know, when I can think to use it, I will. I just don't always think to use it. I think I want it to be a tag. So, I'm just going to go there and flip it. Still never comes out perfect. One of my pet peeves in life is that I can still never get it to be perfect. That's alright. And inking it, ink it up. Ink it up. Mostly I like to ink because often my things have like a white core, so there's like the white, and at the very least it, you know, eliminates that. Also could frame it out nicely if you do it the right way. You kind of, you know, if you just go on the edge like that, you just get it on the edge, but if you want it to show more, then you just kind of face it down, you know, angle it down a little bit more. Just to, now there's a lot of this color in there, so, but you know, just there. And that has, all that has toned down. That was like a really busy background, because I was just playing with inks and stamps and stencil that had little tiny circles in it. And now it's a nice little tag. Okay, what's next? How are we doing on time? 34 minutes. We can do at least one more, right? Alright, let's pull something else from the box of goodies. Alright, once again, saving the money to hopefully I have, if I can find 8 of each of at least one color. we have this piece right here, this nice shiny. I did the paint, the paint resist on that. Where's the one that I was thinking about putting this on? Those are finished ones. And there's that one. Wow, it did more than I thought. But where? Oh, we haven't found a quote for this yet. I want it to be finished. Let me find a quote real quick. I looked where they belong, where the first place I would look, which is on the cart. There were some of them there. So I'm just going to take this top one. Start by doing what's necessary, then do what's possible, and suddenly you're doing the impossible. Impossible. Kim Possible. Kim Possible. Stay alive. Can I say it? I don't think I can. Even though I'm not for kids, I don't some of you would maybe not like if I said that part. It's not Kim Possible. It was a show with the girl from The Office. The one that replaced Pam as secretary. She's in a sitcom where, you know, they get saved from being, trigger alert, abducted and stuck in a cellar by this guy claiming to be, I don't remember the whole story, but you know, and Titus is in it and everything, and they have this little ditty at the beginning. Did I? Yes, I did. Okay. Let's see. The green and the blue. Maybe we'll do blue this time. Blue, 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 blue. Oh, I could just do a spray even. I thought I had pulled out the blue one. I didn't look. I just sprayed it on there, added water, and it's actually the black. Oopsie. Let me dry that real quick. It'll just be gray, which actually, it'll work. You'll see. Yeah, because this looked more gray than blue, so it worked out really nicely, actually. So that's all good in the neighborhood. Let's see, do I have? No, none of these are cut off, so we'll just go ahead and I'm going to make it a really big tag with a really big. I might even cut some of that off the top if it's too much. We're letting go of perfection. Let it go, let it go. Oh, that's nice, good size. Okay. No, I want to take a little bit off the top. I don't know what I want. Do I even know what I want? I don't think that I do. Yeah, see? This is lower than that over there. That's annoying. See? Now they look even more uneven. So that's like super annoying. See, the only way to do it is to like fold your... I can't fold the thing. I don't like when it's that far off. And I could keep trying and trying, but it's still never gonna. But this is the bigger one, right? So here's what we'll try. We'll just... Okay, so now, over here. I know, it was only off by that tiniest bit, but I noticed it. Is that better? Should be better. Should at least try to be better. Be better. Something down here, you're saying? I don't know. Maybe. Someday. Something might end up down there. It might not be today. This is a really fat tag. Nothing wrong with a fat tag. There's nothing morally good or bad about fat, so, you know. Alright. I mean, a label might be nice. I did see some labels in here. Of course, these are all like blank labels. Oh, he's so cute. I need to use him on something. I'm not sure why he's in here with the labels. I just love him. And there's a scrap in there with the labels. Also, don't know why. You know, what if... No, not that. Oh, there's a quote. Doesn't belong in there with the labels necessarily. Nope, nope, nope. A little Stay Puff. See? Why not? If I want to, I will. I just don't want to. Oh, somebody put a little stamp one time. Still, he doesn't fit there. Pangolian. He's gray. Start by doing what's necessary, then do it, and eventually be doing the impossible. He almost feels impossible, doesn't he? You know what? I kind of want to... I don't like the guy's hand, though. I kind of want to do that, except for that guy's hand. We'll see. I've got just a plain, boring green label. That one or that little one. I just need something down there. I don't need something down there. I want something down there. A number, maybe? Let me go search through my stuff for an hour and come back and finish this tag. I think I know what I want to do. We've got this big chunk of black right here, right? We have a little bit of black over here. So I'm going to do some mark making. I don't think this is the pen I want, though. This is not the pen you're looking for. Something wider, maybe. And just do some mark making. We'll do it there. And there. And anything else? Any other mark making we want to do? We've got this, the white creamy over here. Do we want to bring that over here somewhere with some mark making? Because we could. We totally could if we wanted to. Hey, first we're going to drop some pens. Drop it like it's hot. Alright, this one's like... Just make a few. I don't like the way that's doing that. What about this? That's a little much. I don't think I can do like a... No, you know what? I cannot do a small circle, so that's okay. Because maybe it's better that it's a little bit more random. It's doing more of an ovally thing, and it's also coming out kind of I don't know why, because my pen is dirty, so it's coming out kind of like more off-white than white. It's also not coming out as opaque as I would like, maybe because I'm using the... Oh, it got on that brown. No, the brown ink is permanent. That makes no sense. I think it's just dirty. Oh, good. Rub it through the black. That's gonna work really nicely for you, lady. Just stop now while you can. I just don't have the... No, I give up. I give up on that particular pen at this particular moment. What about... Ooh, I'm just gonna... Don't bang your pens like I'm doing. That doesn't work. There we go. That's coming out now. You know, and if you're just have some, I don't know, just random circles on there if you want to. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. I don't know. But it doesn't look boring in that corner anymore. I think that's all the thing I was worrying about. Alright, so there is this one. And the one that... Oh, wait, I had that other... Well, I wanted to finish that other collage one that I made, but it has disappeared. You know, it will show up as soon as I turn off the camera. It'll just turn up out of nowhere. But, you know, until then, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 tags, journal cards made today. And for those that stay to the end, I will let you see all the crazy little bits that I did on these. Some look good, some don't. Some I didn't get to. Some are upside down. So these are all backgrounds from I think the if you're looking at the thumbnail, it says it just might be your paper or something like that. And that's where, well, I didn't make these in the video. I did, but I didn't. I had done, you know, put the ink on all the bases and then tried the stamping, the wicking away of the, you know, that. And then I was trying to get this look here, which to me is kind of like a, oh, there it is. That's what I was looking for. Kind of a, anyway, someone said it wasn't, but then they saw this and like they saw where I was going for. Like the fabric. Words are hard. There's that one. Nothing on that one yet. So I just kind of used my pens and just made stuff. There's nothing on that one yet either, or that one. Well, because I had used my damask, I was like, I don't know what to put on those. I just put more damask on them. I don't know. I'm just getting all kinds of weird with that one, I guess. There's another doodly one. Super doodly. I'm not loving that flower, but I can always put something else in there if I want to. So yeah. Yep. Oh, and that one definitely not a winner for me. I was just kind of just playing. Sometimes can't all be winners, and that one for me was not. So thanks for staying to the end and seeing those. And should I just do this real fast? I might, just because I just want it to be finished. And I had a quote. Of course I had a quote. Of course it's not here now. It was already cut out and everything. But why would it be here when I'm looking for it? Never mind. Anyway, I don't think that's what I'm going to do with this. It's got daisies up there, so I probably won't even do a flower on it. But, and then we have this base. Add it to the pile of bases. It's all about that base. Alright, I think my next video is going to be making collaging on because I'm about to do it right now, so I know it's going to be my next video, because I got a lot of scraps in here I got to use. Collaging on like your medical stuff, because it's a nice big piece of paper to collage on, and then you can cut it down to whatever size you want. So, if you have medical issues and you've got all these instructions that you never use, or you have a son who has 2 autoimmune diseases, and so you always have lots of these hanging around, that's a video for you. You can do it on anything, though. I hope you all have a delightful day. Love you.